Yo, so guys, so once again in this video we're taking a look back at a dive I did last year. This time it was with my friend Taka. So a week or two before this dive, a bunch of us wanted to show Taka some grounds that he's never dove before. But it ended up having like huge swells and really murky. So brings us to this dive. This time it's just me and Taka and bring him out and it was still murky. The conditions were a lot better than the previous time we tried. So we tried our luck. Check out this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Cheers. So this is my first drop of the day, and I usually use the first drops to kind of gauge on how I'm feeling, and kind of dictates how the rest of the dive goes. Here I level off and I'm feeling pretty good. My breathe up was comfortable. I feel comfortable holding my breath at this depth. Like there's no uneasy feeling or compressed feeling in my chest, so that's always good. So we started moving down the coast and I saw a pair of yellow spots from the surface. So I take my drop, and as I get to the bottom, I'm scoping out, trying to see if I can get my eyes on them. Again, this isn't anything crazy deep. This is only around maybe 50 feet. And I spot them right there in front of me. But they're small, so moving on. So again, moving further down the coast, and I spot this group of opelucalas. Now, it looks deep, but it's just very hazy or murky, if you want to call it. Maybe it's 60 feet or something. I didn't do a full breathe up because I planned on dive bombing them, and that ended up being a mistake. You can see here they're starting to swim away, and instead of chasing them, I decided to regroup, go to the surface, and try again. So this is the same spot. I just decided to go straight down to the bottom. Again, it's about 55 to 60 feet. And now I'm trying to figure out where those opelucalas went. I see these three in the back of me, and they look okay size. Here I see a bunch come in front of me. There's, again, a couple that's okay size. And I figured, you know what, I need to bring home something to the family. So I try to find the biggest one. There's this nice black one here. And I decided to take him. And at least I got some sashimi.
There's some big opelucalas. If you dive to the bottom, they'll come back.
So I called Taka over because I noticed that the school of opelucalas did not swim away. So I thought this could be a good opportunity for Taka to get one. What's cool about this clip is the entire time through this clip, as I'm dispatching and bleeding out my opelucala, you can see Taka in the background do his dive on the school of opelucalas. It's really amazing to see how much Taka has improved over the years. From a few years ago to now, there's a huge difference in his depth, his breath hold, and hunting technique. We've all helped giving tips and pointers, but his learning curve is pretty crazy. What took him a few years took me all of high school to learn. So it's just super amazing to watch him dive. And yeah, he also got an opelucala. once again, swimming down the coast, but this time I see a Tako. Anytime I see a Tako, I make an effort to get it because I thoroughly believe that I don't have a good Tako eye like my friends do. I simply think that I find them by chance. This one, though, was a bit on the smaller side, so I decided to let it go. In this clip, I see a Moana Kali. It's a little bit deeper now, closer to 60 feet, and if you look to my left, there's this squarish boulder. That's where I last saw the Moana Kali, and you get a quick glimpse of him too. I throw out a few grunts to call him in, and also looking around to see if anything else comes in, but unfortunately, he pulled a Houdini. So in this clip, I thought I saw a Tako on this boulder, so I took the drop, tried to find the Tako, but I can't seem to find the Tako. So now I'm questioning if there even was a Tako. But while looking for the Tako, I look up and I'm shocked because this Kamanu is coming in and it's pretty shallow, like 35 feet here. So I threw out some grunts and scratched the rocks, but I think that scared him away. I tried moving in the direction I last saw the Kamanu, and I took this drop. I'm looking around, but all I'm seeing is haze. The video is not doing it justice. It's a lot more hazier than what it looks on camera. I'm still looking for the Kamanu, moved off a little bit further down, and not gonna lie, this haze, this murk that we're diving in, is starting to give me the heebie-jeebies. Like, it's getting eerie really quick. So, further down the coast and took this random drop. It's roughly 35 to 40 feet and it's a blind drop. Didn't see anything from the surface. It's too much haze and I'm just hoping something comes in. I decide to put my head down and try to conserve a little bit more energy and see if something just comes in. But it looks pretty dead. We move further down the coast and into shallower waters in hopes to find not only fish but clearer waters. Again, the camera's not doing justice. It's been pretty murky or hazy at the very least. Now we're even further down the coast and even shallower. This is like 20 feet. And I saw fish going in and out of the boulder. So I took a drop and I'm praying to see at least a goat or something. I'm throwing out grunts. I pull myself forward. But nothing. Don't see nada. I pushed myself off and my camera is actually aiming low. A pair of Omelius was flying in, and if I just waited a little bit longer, I would have gotten a shot off. This is me diving in the boulders again, hoping, praying that those Omelius or another set of Omelius come in, or even an Ulua, something. At this point, I'm just trying to make something happen out of nothing. So here I took a drop because I saw a pile of fish, and I'm hoping there's something within this pile that I can try and harvest. I see this little moo coming in, and I'm thinking really hard if I want to go for it. Here I make several huge mistakes. One, I decide to go for it. Two, I make a huge lunge forward. And three, bad shot choice. Swimming around, I came across this zone where there's a lot of boulders, so I figured I'll take a blind drop and hopefully an uku comes in or a goat comes in, because this is uku goat territory here. It's about, again, about 60 feet, nothing too deep, but here I'm hidden behind this boulder, just looking around, hoping to see something. I definitely was liking all these boulders, so I took another drop, and for whatever reason I landed on top of this boulder. I should have been in that pocket to the left, but I see some wanakalis off in the distance. I throw out some grunts and they start making their way towards me, but again, I am in a horrible position. I'm on top of this rock and they're tracking to my left. I don't like the angle I'm at, so I decide to go back up and swim really slowly to not scare them. I take another drop and I'm really starting to feel tired. Like fatigue is finally coming in. I land on top of the rock again and throw out some grunts, and here they come. They're coming in. This is the moment I've been waiting for. I should have taken the shot right there, but I hesitated for a moment, and I don't want these three that's in front of me. I wanted that big one. And again, make the mistake of lunging, and I scare off the wanakali. I messed up. So from last week's video to this video, this was the dive that happened after the dive from last week's video. But the time gap between the two is a couple months. The dive that happened in last week's video was like August. There was a big gap where I didn't do any diving. Looking back, even though I didn't dive for a few months between those two dives, just adjusting the weight belt to its proper position made a huge difference. My dives in like even in 50 feet was significantly better, like more comfortable. And it's pretty mean that Kamanu came in like, what was 30 feet of water, something like that, 30, 40 feet of water. I was, I thought I saw a Tako on that little boulder, so I dropped down. I didn't do a full breathe up, I did a quick breathe up and went down, assuming that when I did this drop, I wasn't hunting a fish. I thought I saw a Tako inside the boulder. As you can see, I was just rummaging through thinking I could find him. It's pretty mean that Kamanu came in like really shallow. It was like 30, maybe 40 feet of water. It was when I thought I saw a Tako, that's why I took that drop. And while looking around for that Tako, that Kamanu came in and caught me totally off guard. I'm pretty sure the grunting scared it away. But at the very least, bring home some Pelukala sash. Pelukala is white meat, and this one wasn't that big. It's a decent size of Pelukala. But with that said, I cannot believe I messed up. I cannot believe I messed up on that Moanakali. I should have taken that shot. There's a moment where they come in around the boulder, and I had a split second. I should have been more ready to take that shot instead of being patient and having them come, have them come back, or have that one big one come back. I kind of jumped the gun and started putting myself forward and basically scared away the Moanakali. But yeah, overall, way better dive than the previous dive. And as always, don't forget to check out Venture Wetsuits for your sick wetsuit. It's like wearing samurai armor. The Nohu suit, I felt bulletproof. This Uku suit, I freaking feel like Sub-Zero. Maybe if I get my hands on the Mamba suit, I'll have that Mamba mentality. If you do purchase anything, don't forget to use my discount code ToonLife. It'll save you 10% off your entire purchase. And yeah, as always guys, thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. I hope you enjoy them. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Shoots.